Hello and welcome. Today in this session we will be talking about Confucianism and his teachings. So who here can tell me about Confucianism?
Yeah, there are Ren, Yi, Li, and Zhi, but I don't know how to put them into English.
Okay.
So Josh, could you help me? First, Ren.
Ren, that is goodness.
How about Yi?
Yi, that is righteousness.
Li.
Li, ritual.
Oh. And how about Zhi?
Zhi, I believe, is wisdom.
Thank you.
So this is Confucianism in English. Okay.
You know, in China, we talk about filial piety, which means love for parents. Do you talk about that in your home?
Yes, we do, but I don't think we call it filial piety. We have certain traditions to celebrate our parents. I'm sure you're familiar with Mother's Day and Father's Day. On these days, the children make presents or buy presents for the parents, and usually make a meal for the family or the parents, so that the parents don't have to do that for one day of the year.
Oh, that's great.
I was told that Confucius spoke of the changes which took place during his lifetime. And what are those changes?
I believe Confucianism said that at 15, he set his heart on learning. At 30, he took his stand. At 40, he had no doubts. At 50, he was conscious of the decrees of heaven. At 60, he was already obedient to these decrees. And at 70, he followed his heart's desire without overstepping the boundaries within.
I think the changes represent the stages through which Confucius passed. So, Josh, I want to ask, in Western countries, what do people do at the main stages of their lifetime mentioned above?
Okay, I don't think they're so philosophical in the ways that they think. But generally, we have childhood where we go to school, teenage years where we continue to study and start to decide what we are going to do with our life. We have early adulthood where we focus on making what we want come to reality. Maybe in mid-adulthood, we start thinking about children and the family. Towards the end of adulthood, we are looking after our children, making sure they are making the right decisions, making sure they have a good education. And I think in old age, we try to enjoy our retirement.
As we know, Confucius' idea was to restore political and social order of Zhou dynasty. But what's the relationship between love for parents and the social order?
Good question. I think if you love your parents and your parents love you and you respect each other, you can learn a lot from each other. Obviously, parents are supposed to make sure their children are not misbehaving. They are acting correctly within society. So if your parents love you, they will teach you correctly. They will teach you how to act properly, how to behave. These are values you can take into society. And if you behave well in society, generally, I think society will be rewarded from these actions. So I think love for parents and parents' love for children is very important for society to be good, to thrive.
That's right.
And what do you think of this assumption?
I think it's quite correct. But there is a lot of examples in the West and in the East where this has not been so. But I think it's a great idea. I think that on the surface, it's a very nice idea and it works. But there is always circumstances where it does not work. So thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.